Hi Assad, this is Bree with Northland Marketing. As promised, wanted to go ahead and record this audit video going over your site and what some of the competitors in the area are doing. So first, starting with your website, I like that you have a call to action right away and some trustworthiness here that you guys are BBB accredited, a little bit about you, call to action. It's just kind of hard to see the dark blue on top of the red here. And also, I can tell right off the bat that this is a stock photo. I would really recommend getting a photo of you or your guys or someone in here rather than a stock photo. Okay. Revitalize your home. So again, why someone would want to work with you guys. This looks like a real photo of your work. Nice. Solutions. Okay, so it looks like here are your services. Okay, it looks like you have individual pages for each one of them, although it doesn't look like you have all of them here. It looks like maybe chimneys is missing and windows. So we'll want to make sure that all of your services are listed here. Okay, Google reviews, I love it. Trusted roofing contractor in Connecticut. So this looks like a potential keyword here. Okay, why they would choose you. Company value. 500,000. This is confusing. I don't understand what this means. If this is saying you're a $500,000 company in roofing, that would be kind of low. So, there's quite a few companies that are $1 million and over, and so we probably wouldn't want to include that. Or if you're saying this job was maybe 50,000 or 500,000, probably not. I'm not sure what we were going for with this. This one's a little confusing to me. Anyway, moving on. Guys got some blogs, perfect. The photos are a little rough on these blogs. None of these are really, well, maybe this one, but photos, this isn't even a picture of photos. Anyway, FAQs, okay. And another call to action, nice. Okay, so not bad. I think there's a little bit of room for improvement. Also, the home page, you don't have the home page in the top menu or down here. We want to make sure the home page is on there. But, so something I'm noticing is that this home page is really geared towards Connecticut. And so we'll need to choose whether you want to show up Danbury or whether your main focus is Connecticut or both. We can, there's ways to go about that and multiple towns, but it's not surprising to me that you're not showing up great in Danbury when this is really geared towards Connecticut keywords. And I'll kind of explain what I mean here. So when it comes to SEO, you really want to have a lot of content on your website. The more content, the more helpful, good content you have on the website, the more you're going to look like an expert in Google's eyes. With that being said, we like to have about 1,500 words on the home page. And in addition to that, we want to beat out the competitors. So if the competitors had 1,000 words, then we want to have 1,500 and so on. So we'd want to get a little bit more content on here, although it does seem like you have a decent amount of content. And we want to get some more helpful content on here. It's kind of generic, vague content on here. So we want to get some more helpful content. And within that content, we want to have keywords. And keywords are things that people would be Googling when they're trying to find you. For example, if someone was Googling roofing contractor in Connecticut, it's really good to have this on here. However, if someone was searching for a roofing company Danbury CT, you don't have roofing company Danbury CT on here, and you're not going to be very relevant for that search. So that's why I said we'll want to kind of get an idea as to what your main goal is, and if it's both of them, there's a way to do that. It's just not what's being done here. Anyway, if we were to do a Google search for roofing company Danbury CT, The first thing that shows up are the Google guaranteed profiles. We can see JP Carroll and Gunner Roofing show up. They both have a lot of reviews. We can see JP Carroll has 1,200 reviews. Gunner has 548 reviews. So we're going to need to try and get close to their Google reviews, and that's going to help determine who they show here as well. Then we have Google pay-per-click ads with Rhinoback. And then we have the regular Google business profile. And we've got Northland, Lackland, and Able. And so they're at around 175, 176. He's at 85. So again, got to get lots of reviews on this profile, but let's talk about some other things that need to be done. In order to get yourself into the top 3, you want to have a profile. You want to fill it out as much as possible. Holiday hours, regular hours, get those reviews. You can post to this profile just like social media, add services, add products, add photos. There's a lot that can be added to this profile, and you want to have all of it added to give it the best chance of ranking. Lastly, we want to get your information online. So your name, address, and phone number are really important to have on in online directories. Things like Yelp or Yellow Pages, it will help power your profile back. So we want to get your information into some online directories. You can see they're also running an ad in the Google Business Profile spot. The websites listed below here, these are called the organics, and the same thing, you want to be in the top 3 so that the most amount of people are going to find you. First company is JP Carroll Roofing, so let's take a look at their site. This is a page specifically for Danbury. They made a page to target the town of Danbury, and it is working. So let's talk about what they're doing. First thing right off the bat is they have their Danbury CT Roofing and Siding Company. We've worked on home and businesses. So this is a little bit about them and what they serve. Yep, trusted. They have a keyword right here. Some photos. They offer financing, a call to action. Again, you can see they have lots of keywords here. A little bit about their services. Could be designed a little better. There's a lot of blank area over here, but so the types of roofing they offer. Why hire them? See, they've got a lot of content on here, you'll notice. And so, looks like they've got a lot of locations as well. They're even going into New Hampshire. So they've got a lot of content in here. They've got good keywords, and they've done a good job ranking this site. So that's the first thing. Let's take a look at the back end and why they're ranking. This is a paid program called Eris we use to research kind of the back end and what someone's doing with their marketing. I put them into here so we can see what you're up against. The second thing I want to go over is UR and DR ratings. These ratings are really important for where a site falls within the search results. Now remember, this is not their home page. This is specifically the Danbury page. So specifically the Danbury page has a lot of power. This is the power rating with Google, and this is the trust rating with Google. They have a lot of power and some trustworthiness, but it's not horrible. This is mainly coming from their home page. So their website in general is just really powerful. They're not really doing that much marketing specifically for their Danbury page. Now, the way you raise these numbers is through something called a backlink. Essentially, all a backlink is just a brand endorsement or a link back to that website. For example, if there was someone that said, hey, JP Carroll Roofing is the best ever, check them out, here's their website, and linked to their website, that's a backlink. Just another company endorsing your brand and putting a button to your website. While this page in particular doesn't have any, their homepage has a lot. And so we're able to click on this, go through, and get those links that they have and attain them for your site. Lastly, and most importantly, I want to touch on the organic keywords. These are the keywords within the content that I was talking about before. For example, roofing contractor Danbury CT. There's approximately 80 people Googling this per month. Roofing contractors, Danbury CT, approximately 90. Danbury roof repair, approximately 30. Danbury roofer, approximately 30. I won't read every single one. You can see it's good to know what these keywords are and the differences in volume, so which ones are more important. And then we want to make sure those words are on your website. If we took a look at your website's ratings, both your UR and DR are pretty low. You do have some backlinks, but these numbers should be a little higher for the amount of backlinks you have. And if we look at your organic keywords, we can see, okay, gutter installation in Danbury, you're in roughly 8th place. Gutter repair, you're in roughly 5th place. Roofing contractor, CT, kind of a low volume word, you're in roughly 10th. But you're missing a lot of those keywords. So we would want to get more content on the homepage, get some keywords in that content, and raise up your site power and also do some optimization to that Google business profile. I hope that this is helpful and I look forward to speaking with you further. Have a great day.